Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme, and today we're playing more Starters Order 7. Now we're in a kind of weird position of not quite being confident again for the Kentucky Derby. And yeah, we only started with 2 3-year-olds this year. One hasn't got up to a mile yet. That's Kane's Alliance, still running at 7 furlongs. We've got another grade 2. An opportunity there. I felt that might be possibly okay. If not, I'm definitely going to move back up to a mile, but we tried a little over a mile and we didn't seem to be in the running. And we are improving with all these races, so I do want to see if we can get a 2 at 7 before starting looking at mile races. So we'll see if the jockey comes back and says it was too short, or we think it was too short. We'll move up to a mile. We might move up to a grade 1 if there's one there for 3-year-olds. But we do have 3 horses running as 4-year-olds that like a mile, so it's going to be difficult to find those races. The other one, however, is going to go into the Kentucky Derby. It's a mile 2. We're barely getting a mile 1, but we did win a mile 1, the Florida Derby, from a good horse, a horse that has won a lot, Viva Ronaldo. So, do we have a shot? I don't know. We've basically got a month. A month to see this stamina bar jump above halfway. If we jump above halfway, I think Alexagon has a chance. Not maybe a huge chance, but a chance. But apart from that, it's our only runner that we can put into the Kentucky Derby right now. That being said, if something pops up at auction, if I see a 3-year-old at auction, then maybe we can do something there. But yeah, realistically, there's not much we can do about that. So we're just going to have to run with what we have. And, I mean, the Derby's a heck of a race, and we've done really, really well over the times in this game. So, we can see that, Mandalay King, we bred from a little bit. Then, in our first season in the game, British Battler wins it. Safranana wins it. We take a year off. We did take a year off here because, we didn't really have a 3-year-old to run. And that kind of sucks. It really does. I always want to be running. But if you look at this field, Wrong Bride's a decent horse. The Paddy Man ended up being a very, very good horse, Boring's Glory. But we have beaten them with our other horses along the way. So we know that this is a field we could have beaten if we had a horse that was, Derby ready. And we just didn't. So that could have been another one for us, but we had to take a year off. And then back in with Tatiana. So Mariana ends up falling Safranana and ends up falling Tatiana. And we end up with 2 of those being Kentucky Derby winners. Now, Mariana didn't win the Derby. She came second, remember? But did end up winning the Preakness, which I thought was the wrong way round for her and the other horses in the field. They were better sort of mile 1 horses that did well in the Derby and then disappeared for the Preakness. There were better mile 2 horses that didn't show up in the Derby but came alive in the Preakness, like Mariana. So it was a little bit interesting, but then we kept Mariana in mile 1. She kept winning, so perhaps I just misjudged her. But yeah, it's very, very, very good in terms of our competition in this level and also in the previous saves where we've had this bloodline running. It's been very, very good for us. So we'll try again. A bunch of other races coming up. Hali Aztec with another maiden. This will be maiden number 4. That's where we're going to start, is maiden number 4. And you know how I feel about maidens, and you know how infuriated I am when horses can't win them. We tried 6, we tried 5, we just didn't seem likely. We're moving back up to 6. Not even gonna go into the day. Just gonna jump forward. And Hali Aztec wins a maiden. Hallelujah! And of course, it's a pretty decent win. But not the big win we were looking for. So yeah, that's Harley Aztec. I don't know how to judge this horse. Right now, it looks really good in places, but at the same time, it really doesn't, does it? Yeah, I don't think they ever make it now. As a 3-year-old, they're likely to get up to about 70 potential. I just don't think there's anything too special about that horse right now. There's nothing that I look at and think, yeah, that's a killer horse in the making. You look at that Cuckoo, maybe, can get up to, maybe we jump up to 80 potential as a 3-year-old. And then you got 90 extra speed, you got a full finish bar. You might see that Cruising Burst jump up a tiny bit to help out. The only thing bad about them is enthusiasm. That's a 2-year-old who you think could maybe do some damage as a 3-year-old, probably gets up to about a mile. That's a good winner. You can get money and grade races out of those. British Sweet, again, at a mile, could maybe go up to a mile 1, maybe a mile 2, maybe Triple Crown, at least the first 2 races. You look here, could get 80 to 85, maybe even 90 as a 3-year-old. You never know how that bar is going to increase. If it does, some battling qualities in there. Again, 35-ish, maybe Cruising Burst. If we're lucky, 80 extra speed. Yeah, not great tertiaries there, confidence, enthusiasm, consistency, but could be a very good horse. Down like that, already fantastic pace. Even if it stays as a sprinter, we got 95 extra speed and a full finish with some Cruising Burst. Excellent confidence, consistency, pretty good enthusiasm. Like, if we can gain up to like 80 potential / ability as a 3-year-old, like that could be a dominant sprinter. Harley Aztec just isn't in that company, and pretty much every other 2-year-old has something that I really kind of like. Again, we can jump up there, we've got good extra speed, we've got full finish, low consistency. Battle Dat's got some question marks, might take a long time to mature, could end up being absolutely amazing. Saffron Fang, already hitting where they need to hit, looks really good now. If they do gain Cruising Burst, it might go up to 50 or above. That could be an absolute beast of a horse, and we know Saffronana has been an absolute beast of a horse for us. Alexis Choir, again, those might go up for a 3-year-old, and we'll be able to fill them, and who knows how high. If that potential doesn't go up, then we have big question marks. But apart from that, I think really good. Mirage at the Marie W and the Reg, again, fill that in your 3-year-old season. You've got extra speed. It's a very decent looking horse. An Aztec Shine, little bit to grow. 85 extra speed. A little bit of Cruising Burst to grow, perhaps. Again, they've all got their roles. They've all got their opportunities. But even if that potential bar grows as a 3-year-old, you normally jump about 20, so you're looking at about 70, 72, maybe 71% at the absolute max. At the absolute max. It's usually more like 15 to 12%, in which case you're looking at 60 to 65 as a 3-year-old. Which means you're looking 4-year-old, 5-year-old before Harley Aztec actually comes into it, which is normally when they hit the breeding barn. So I may never get distance to go Triple Crown anyway. So that's the one 2-year-old I'm worried about. That's the one worrying 2-year-old we've got. But at least they're all done now until we get round to Come Angel, who is a 5-furlong runner and is going to have another shot at a grade 3. Again, I'm hoping to get a little bit more, maybe up to 65%, because that means we'll probably be able to hit around 85% in our 3-year-old season. If we stay where we are, again, likely to max out at 80, but knowing 90 is there for the 4-year-old season. Some good bars, some bad bars, but again, already in a lot stronger position than a couple of other horses. So, not my favourite, but they will run in there. The 2 3-year-olds will run. We've got the Kentucky Derby to end things off. And then a race for Barawara, not had them race this season. Another one for Hallidite. Georgentine goes at a shorter distance. Tatiana's got a run at a mile 2. There weren't any mile 3s. Dream Cuckoo up again. C2 redemption time. That's kind of where we are throughout the rest of this video. So let's start with redemption time for C2. 4th place. Is this a one-off, or are they done as a racer? That's what I want to know. Ballerina's in here with us. We're looking well. We're up somewhere near the front in betting and tipping. We're going to fall down the order a little bit there when I move the betting on. So, yeah, that 4th place really does hurt us. I don't know why the 6th and 5th doesn't hurt Ballerina. So be it, I guess. So be it. Yeah. C2 at a mile. Not the best racer, but definitely not the worst racer. A bit of cruising burst, 90 extra speed, only 75 ability and potential. So, another one that might come better as a 4-year-old. Pretty much the last one out of the blocks there, but we're into position. And we're just going to join that midfield right now. Casual Garcia with Bull 5 and Miesk's son, I guess. Ballerina just behind us, and Prompter, the other stablemate, who's also a grey, apparently. So, interesting there. Emirates Art coming up there. We've got Marsh Wobbler and Vitachi at the rear of the field, not doing anything yet. We're onto the home straight, though. Down to 1.5. Driving now for that final furlong marker. And we drop off Casual Garcia. We were making up good... We're making up good distance. We drop off inside the final 5 for half a furlong. We do come back up into it. Ballerina from deep. No, that wasn't even them. That was Prompter. Oh my God, what a weird race. We dropped off. We came back. We didn't have enough. We don't have a mile. We 100% don't have a mile. I don't think we started well. And that finish was dodgy. It's a much better performance. Much better performance. But it's not really what we're looking for. It's not really what we're looking for. So we hit 2nd in the 7, and we were told beginning to pick up. And then the distance was ideal when we won. Trip was ideal there in Kyoto. We suited a closer. Then we rode in the pack and got the distance well. So yeah, we want more than 7. Stayed on strongly with a win. Pushed out. Stayed on well. Stayed on. Is C2 now joining the Mile 1 Club? That's what it feels like right now. And I hate it. I truly hate that might just be the case there. I truly hate that. They're never going to get a run at a Mile 1. They're never going to get... Not with what else we've got out there. Not with what else we got out there. Yeah, okay, we'll deal with that. I'll look at that after the video and try and figure that one out. That might be the last race for C2, though. We managed to get a couple of grade 1s at the end of last year, and I thought, this is progress. This is where we see C2 take over that 1 mile sort of territory. But no. Okay, Dream Cuckoo, 134 rated. 2 out of 2 this season. Looking like a really decent horse again. Gonna run the mile 110, which is maybe a touch further than we do normally. Like, we're in with Hurricane Lily, Ecstasy and a beer again. Giovanna, we haven't really raced much. That's interesting to see them. And a bunch of grade 2s. We know these well. Ocean Bluff, Illuminized Bowman's well. We do know them fairly well. We are very calm. It's better than lazy, but still not great. We're going to be the favourite. Everybody's on weight. It's a grade 1 for fillies. So everybody's on at 9 stone. It says the 1 mile, 110 yard Jenny Wiley, grade 1 on turf. 4-year-olds and above were in the gate, and we're off to a decent start there near the inside. Matilda on the inside with a great race. They're out of the blocks, and we are starting to drift back now, coalescing into 2 groups. We've got a Bia Giovanna, Matilda, Ecstasy, and Bowman's well at the front. Then back to Hurricane Lily, Ocean Bluff, and Bera. We're on the inside. Lumina is slightly to the outside in the green silk. We make a nice little move up. We do get blocked. We're going to have to go the long way round. But just coming up now to 2 to go. Bowman's well chasing down a Bia. We're on their outside. Ready to make a move here. Final 1.5 furlongs of the race. Down the home stretch. Here we go. We edge out into the lead. We're going to be about a length clear at the final furlong marker. Hurricane Lily now eating up the field. Matilda with a decent run. Not really doing too much. We're pulling away. Dream Cuckoo, one of the few that hasn't let us down at all this season. Another dominant win. Steps up 110 yards. Drives out for home. And absolutely gets the job done. 3 from 3 this season. What an absolute dream this horse is. Absolute dream. Yeah. Let's see, September in the Woodbine when we went to Canada was the last time we didn't perform. Before that was when we were down at 7 furlongs. And then it was the initial maiden. So 3 third places. Obviously didn't like the way we ran here. Just short-headed out twice. Like, I don't know. Like, that was a really tough race for me to understand if everything was right or not with the horse. We didn't quite look good. And then here again, Way for Life, Dead Heat. I'd expect us to beat them, and we didn't, but 7 furlongs may be the issue. But apart from that, it's been really, really consistent. We hold our 134. It's a very decent horse. It doesn't look amazing, but it's got the right stats in the right places, and 3 3/4 over a Bia. I will take that. I think that's 7 grade 1 wins now for Dream Cuckoo. 7 grade 1s and a grade 3, I believe. And I think we're the end one, but I wanted to see the last couple of results. Yeah, Viva Ronaldo wins theirs, and there was someone else, wasn't there? Safari Guide I want to take a look at some point, but no, it was just the fact that the other one was running today. Viva Ronaldo. Again, I'm a little worried about them if they've got more distance when the Kentucky Derby comes around, because they will be in that field. Them and a few other decent horses. But we've already beaten them at a mile 1 with a Lexicon, so we'll get to that when we get to that, but it's already in the back of my mind. That's how much I care about Kentucky Derbies. If you've been here any length of time, you know that's my one race I really want to win every year. The second race I want to win every year is the Preakness. The Belmont doesn't hold as much for me because I never really have horses to run in it, so it's very difficult to get like super excited for it. I don't have those distances that I can run them with sometimes, but still, I like to win all 3. I like to win all 3. And so far, we've 4 times across this series, I think, we've won all 3. But not always with the same horse. Only once really with the same horse. And then once with Tatiana, where 3rd in the Belmont, but behind stablemates. If she was my only runner, and I'd normally run only one. And if I did run only one, it would be him after running and winning the Derby and Preakness. So that's a pseudo. That's like my 1.5 out of the 4. And I won it with 2 horses one year, and I won it with 3 completely different horses another year as well. That was when Battler, Marie, and Mistopheles Machi ran and won the 3, I believe. So that was fun. It was fun to win all 3 with different horses, and to win the first 2 and then hand the Belmont off to some other horse in 1 year. Kind of do that with Tatiana, but then win it all with Safranana in the same season, legit. So we do like that. We do like that. I'm just worried now. I'm thinking about pulling Tatiana out this race. I'm not going to lie. I am thinking about it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. 3.5 out of a maiden. Okay. Like a big maiden, got injured, still didn't finish last. In a selling race, missed the break, didn't win. Won a maiden by a decent length. And now has won a selling race. I mean, I don't know. Cunning Plan. See, that's teacher preachers. Like, if this is another teacher preacher, we are laughing. And that's another one I'm a bit scared of for the Derby. It's them and Viva Ronaldo are pretty much the 2. So when I saw the name Cunning Plan, I was like, I was more tempted than I should be. Now, the good thing is Teacher Preacher did nothing in the Arkansas, but Viva Ronaldo did win it. And then in the Florida Derby, we just about beat them with the Lexicon. After dwelling and everything, but hopefully we gain extra distance. So I would say those are amongst 2 of the best that will be running the Kentucky Derby. Quality-wise, I think we're there with them. But distance-wise, I get worried. But I kind of want to look it out to Thanks. You know? It's going to be a cheap horse. If it's any good, we can race it really well. If not, we can probably put it in the breeding barn. If it's total garbage, we can just get rid of it and we've only lost a couple of 100,000. Which really isn't bad considering the amount of money we have. So, laid back. Okay, so that tells me Teacher Preacher's probably laid back as well. Yeah, Cunning Plan is laid back. And the Offspring, Teacher Preacher's laid back. Okay, doesn't really make much of a difference. Yeah, both of them were. What did Princess run? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Won or placed in a lot of races. Oh, you hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. Yeah, I wonder if that's... I wonder which one that is. I think Cunning Plan's probably okay. So that's probably Queen's Princess that's not great. That's probably Queen's Princess that's not great, which makes sense. It really, really does. Yeah, we're just gonna drop that out. That kind of makes me think, though, the Teacher Preacher might not be that good of a horse. Because Cunning Plan couldn't have been that good of a horse. Like, probably 70% potential. I think there was some extra speed in there. I might be wrong with that, but I don't think there was cruising burst. I don't think it was a full finish bar, so Teacher Preacher might not have that either. Confidence, consistency, enthusiasm weren't that high. Okay. Okay, that's taking a slight worry out of my head. That's taking a slight worry out. Buzzbird's on distance. Buzzbird and Spirit of Ajisa is on distance. You're probably not. I don't think these are good purchases. I really don't feel that any of these would be good purchases, but 3-year-olds, So that takes our speculative auctions up to 500,000 now. But for 3-year-olds, probably worth a little bit of speculation. That's up to 1 million now. So our first male 3-year-old, we get a third filly. Yeah, it's not bad. It's like 1.25 million maybe across these horses. We got 1 absolutely terrible, 2 absolutely terrible. Not absolutely terrible, but they're okay. And Buzzbird, yeah, no, that's it's what I expected. I mean, we were hoping for more, but that's what I was expecting. But again, I'm willing to take that risk, because if there's a really good 3-year-old somehow in there, then at least a Lexicon, if we don't think they have the distance, we have a backup plan. And I'm really looking for that backup plan right now. I'm really looking for it. Oh my god. End of April. Tachyana and Halidite. We're going to go for this one. I believe we're heading to Shatine with both. There we go. So, the Champions Mile in Hong Kong. Fly-by Whites up here. We do have domestic grade 2 Mariolini. We have Brook Castle, which is a grade 1 domestic. And yeah, everybody else is in and amongst it, looking quite well. Fly-by White, Way for Life, Halidite. Probably my top 3. Brook Castle, top 5. Don't know who else, top 5. Yeah, just going to jump in. Just going to jump in. I like Halidite, but I don't know if they'll win this or not. I've got to be 100% honest about that. I'm not 100% convinced. It's not a great start out the gates either, middle of the pack. Didn't look like we came out that well. Looks like we got 3 at the rear then. Jim Tango, Jack Day, and Premier Princess. Merolini joining now the rest of the pack on the back of Way for Life. Inside to us, Brook Castle against the rail. Then Ballerina on the outside of Fly by White and Icaressa. Up front is Casual Garcia. We move up to the inside there. Look at that though. Brook Castle, Way for Life. Jumping up. We are in the mix. Down to the final furlong. Brooks Castle's going to fade. We're all going to rush towards the line. We are up there with Way for Life. Fly by White dropping off a little bit. Merolini's there. Way for Life is just edging out here. But there goes Halidite. What a push at the end. What a push at the end. Oh my god, that's a good field to beat as well. I thought we were dead. But over that final... Oh, that final 0.1, 0.2 furlongs. We pushed out big time. I think we were down by about a quarter of a length. We win by 3/4. We're pretty much a full length in that sort of really, really late stages. We did stumble the start. We then had to kind of find our way through the pack a little bit. I think the jockey did well. Actually went to the inside work this time. And then just came outside of the falling Brook Castle and drove for home. So, pretty good there. Ballerina did not run as well as I figured they would. Casual Garcia a little disappointing as well. Fly by White a little disappointing, honestly. I thought Brook Castle or Mariolini would be one of the two. Yeah, one of the two domestics would run well. But Way for Life ran a good race. I really thought they'd taken it. So Halidite beats a 10 grade 1 winner at their distance. And just proves that maybe, just maybe, she is that good. Maybe she is that good. So we got Halidite now on yet another grade 1 win. That's a great run. And Dream Cuckoo just smashing as well at a mile. We got the two of them. Might be the only two we've got now if C2 moves up in distance. But we've got the two of them. And this reminds me as well of when we had Higgy Dat and Dat Fang. Just, you know, those kind of horses. And there was a lot of competition over the last couple of years for mile races. Yeah, I think we're in that now. We got another battle for the mile races. Okay, Emerald Isle, great horse. Giovanna's back, Lady in Waiting's back, Calabaza's back. I'm not really worried about those. You could be lucky. I mean, it's a good horse, but again, not really. Emerald Isle, I would say, is possibly the only one I know that might hurt us. And then you've got Hesma, who's a grade 1 domestic as well. Well, not domestic. Grade 1 from Canada, I mean. So we've got 3 Canadians. We've got the 5 Americans. We're all heading to Shatin. There's no Hong Kong horses in this one. There are no domestics. We should win. We should be the best horse in this field. But we should have won this one. And we should have won this one. And we should win this one. So let us hope it's not another third. Please, not another third. Let's just get the job done. Tatiana, third time, mile 2, grade 1, no more third places. We're off okay. It didn't seem to be anything really noteworthy there out of the blocks. Inside us, Emerald Isle and Giovanna, the stablemates. We've got Snow Peak back at the rear of the field with Hesma, the other stablemate, up front. Ahead of us is Lady Waiting, and you could be lucky on the outside. We do have Calabaza leading out, so we're running quite decently at the moment. We're going to take a wide bend here, go the long way round. Looks like Emerald Isle goes up the inside, coming down now to the final 2 furlongs. So we both made a move round the front 3. Who's going to drive for home first? Who's stronger? Looks like we are slowly edging out here. We're waiting for a push from somebody. Maybe a late burst from somebody. But Tatiana's driving for home quite nicely. Just pushing out. Lovely run. Tatiana will finally take the race. After all that, all the issues we face, a very solid win. No burst down the home stretch. Just consistent power. I'll take it. It's a very nice win. It's really, really nice to see Tatiana actually win again. Jump back up to a 136. But oh my, just didn't seem to be. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't fill me with confidence, that race. But at least we win, eh? But at least we win. I thought that was a great 3-year-old down for a second. Okay, yearlings. Yearling auctions. Fujin Dancer's got one. Emerald Glade, I don't really know them. Any excitables? Yes. Chevroni. So we don't want Shea and we don't want Morterjim. Anyone else 200,000 or above, we will be picking up. Oh, Mrs. Blobby, okay. Okay. I mean, I'll take that. What is that? That is 8 horses. 8 horses. So we got 2 in a break, 4 and another break. And then we got the solos down below. Okay. So there's number 1, Intercontinental. 7 furlong filly. Another 7 furlong with Fizzygig. Slightly cheaper. Okay. Then we jump back into ours in a second. Hits only crash, another 7 furlong. A colt this time, but it's a lot of 7 furlongs. And there's a mile. That's not much difference, but okay. It's actually going to go over 500,000. treble 7. Gavroche, Gauguin, mile 2. That's what we want to see. A bit more breeding distance indicators. But again, we've had a lot that have been like 6 furlongs to a mile actually run, through a mile 1 quite well. Davy Boy Legend, let's get him in. Got a little break there. It's another mile 2. So, yeah, I'd like to introduce some good distance back into the breeding program a little bit. 5 furlong laid back, Mrs. Blobby. I don't know why I'm bidding so much. Because I'm distracted. That's what it is. I'm distracted. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I'm trying to think of too many things. So I should just focus on the auction. And there we go. Now the auction's done. So 6 furlongs for Environment Friend. Okay. Absolute garbage. Not absolute garbage. Not that good, but not absolute garbage. Might even be worth keeping at some level. Davy Boy could probably win some grade 3s and stuff, but it's not what we're looking for. Gavroche, again, the full stamina bars. These are kind of crazy. Gavroche is another treble 7. Is that lucky? Not really. Yeah. I think we're only going to come out this with Mrs. Blobby, Hits only cash. Another half decent one, but not really what we're looking for. Same with Fizzy Gig again. And down to Intercontinental. Yeah. Okay. So Mrs. Blobby came out of Dazzling Park. It's the first fall for Dazzling Park. How old is Dazzling Park? 4 years of age. That makes sense. That does make sense. Again, if you look at the races they were booked into, couple of 7s, couple of 6s, but really top 3 is where they made their home in a lot of feature races. Now, only a few graded races, a lot of handicaps, a lot of allowance races. That's fine. But good finishes. That's apparently what you're looking for in a breeding dam. And Green Stallion, this is where you look for quality wins. Now, we don't see that. And it's bred 3 times. Perlosa, Atamon, Lille. Brigadier's Bird done. Not really raced. Okay. And for Corsa, a little bit. I think we might have got the best out of the 3 in terms of racing record for the dam, which may or may not be important. Okay, so we might have the best yearling out that horse, I guess. Maybe. So we got British Lady. Very good. Eye of the Battler. Pretty good. British Pearl. Exceptional as well. And now Mrs. Blobby, who is really borderline. It's a little bit worse version of Eye of the Battler, where potential's kind of down a little bit, and a few other bars are kind of down a little bit. Similar, but just a little bit worse almost everywhere. But that's come out of British Battler and Iris Mary, who is... Yeah, that was the first one for Iris Mary, who's got good sort of pedigree. So, kind of hoping that it works out okay. Oh, I forgot we were still breeding. Normally I'm done by breeding. We don't normally have 12 mares, and we're not normally breeding off a single horse. I forgot we were still breeding. You don't record for a day and look what happens. Your brain goes to mush. Okay. So be it. So be it. Okay, 1st of May. 1st of May, we have not found a 3-year-old that can run distance. We're running tomorrow, and Lexicon did not gain distance. We're still going to run. It's going to be super, super difficult. We're still going to run. Our other 3-year-old runs today. Com Angel tries to get a grade 3 at 2-year-old today. And Georgentine has been running really well so far. There are 3 for today. Cairns Alliance up first. The 8 Bells. We did win a grade 3. This is our 3rd opportunity at grade 2. So again, if we do win here, maybe we stick at 7 furlongs and we start looking towards grade 1s. If we look like we want more distance, we can move up to a mile. And then I don't know. It's 7 furlongs or a mile there. But a decent enough start, I guess. Sure, I don't know any of these horses. We're going to all find out together what they're like. But we've driven through the pack early on. We're leading out now round the turn. Going to come onto the home stretch here. The grey just behind us of Mondeo Rose being taken over by Kitchen Loan. They look to have some kind of pace here. They're going to drive out down the home stretch. The final furlong. Does Cairns Alliance have anything in them here? Heat Alert from deep. Coming through final half a furlong. Does Cairn have what it takes? No, they're going to get pushed out by Heat Alert on the line. Yeah. Okay, that's 2 second places at 7 furlong at grade 2. So we're a front runner. We are a front runner. Our own jockey couldn't tell us that, but Julian Leperoux has told us that. So for a front runner a mile, maybe not. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, maybe not all is lost on Cairns Alliance. Possibly. It's interesting. It really is interesting. Again, we don't know these horses. Yeah, none of them are any different to us, really. None are any different to us. We've all got similar racing records, and we've got the same handicap ratings. We've run a few races, no more than 3 apiece. A little bit late out the gates, but not too bad there on the inside. Are we going to drive towards the front of the field? We are. Okay, we got Katie's Tutor and Masterminded with us then. But we got the inside and the clean air to run into here. Approaching the final furlong. Only a 5 furlong race. We're going to push out over Katie's Tutor. But only for like half a length. And then here comes the field from deep. They don't have enough distance to come back. Solid run. I don't know how good that field was. I don't really care. 75 up to an 87. That's a decent jump. That's a decent jump. We got a grade 3 on Com Angel. And yeah, if we gain 20% next year, we'll be on 80. If we gain 15, we're on 75. We've got grade 1 winners at those levels. C2 Royal Aura, 75s. 80s Barawara, Higgy Forest, and Georgentine, who runs up next. We're fine. We're fine. I was worried it might take them a little longer to get into things, but no. I'm happy now. I'm happy now with where Com Angel is. Especially considering they're a breeder, not a racer. I'm sure they're going to be an excellent breeder for us. Georgentine. Dropped that race. Dropped a couple beforehand as well. The Bashwood at 6, at grade 3. Had to move up in distance. Then we had to move up in distance from the Champions Mile. 2 seconds. I know a second again made me think, do we jump up in distance? There isn't one. In fact, we've got to dial back the distance a touch. This could be where it all goes wrong. Illuminize, Larissa, Snowy's Pet, Lady Broughton, a beer is in here again. Not an unbeatable field, but distance worries. Distance worries here. We're off on the inside a touch later than some, but didn't seem to dwell too badly there. We're going to take the inside at the rear. 3-horse wall in front of us. Persian Victory, Lady Broughton, and a beer. We've got Tatspout in the lead. On the outside here, Snowy's Pet. Larissa just outside us. Out to Indian Gift and Illuminize. We need to make sure we can get Clean Air to run into it. And oh my god, why? Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. Well, there's the spoiler. Georgentine goes and wins anyway. Oh, Georgentine goes and wins. Okay. We're going to dial that one back in. We're going to ignore that. You didn't see that. That didn't happen. So we're a touch late out the gates. So right now I'm slightly, slightly concerned. And then we go to the inside. We can't move to the outside now. We're being blocked off. We've got the 3-horse wall in front of us. All it's going to take is for Snowy's Pet to come forward a little bit and want them to drift back. And now we can't move. Now there's nowhere for us to move. And then the rest of the field creeps up, and now a gap opens up. And I think we're going to come outside here and take that gap. We don't. We go to the inside, and then it looks like, down the home stretch at least, final furlong, we find a small gap on the inside, dive through, and then just drive for home. And Larissa nowhere near us at the end of the race. But I don't like what the jockey did early on. I do not like what the jockey did there early on. So yeah. 137, we hold our rating. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. We dropped down and won. Which I like. But I'm a little confused because I didn't think we would. And then to get blocked off and to not start perfectly and just have all these little things that, for me, maybe add up. For us then to be winning like that is really nice. Really nice. But a little bit concerning that I misjudged it really badly. Okay. You can see where we are, 405 Old Forester Turf Classic, 1 mile, 1 furlongs, 4-year-olds and above, or, in a Class 1, Grade 1 race. Barawara is your favourite. Then, half an hour later, the 1 mile, 2 furlong Kentucky Derby, Class 1, Grade 1 for 3-year-olds on dirt. Viva Ronaldo will be your favourite. Alexagon may or may not have distance issues. Does not have adaptability. But we're dialed in. We are dialed in. I almost skipped the day. Oh, we don't want to be doing that. Okay, we can bounce through these early ones. 335. The 405. The Old Forester Turf. Mazika, Ocean Bluff, blah, blah, blah. A few other good horses. I know this field. I'm not discounting them. Barawara is a good horse that hasn't had much of a shot this year. Looks like we're out okay. This is a 11 horse field. We're up the front on the inside. That at least means we'll have clean air to run in and won't get blocked off. That's a good start. Mazika's up there with Camera Shine, Ecstasy just behind, according to the boss. My Moment out to the outside Ocean Bluff. Lochba on the inside is, on the outside, sorry, Indus Valley, back into Wash Wobbler. Some Secret disappeared. They're a decent horse, but they're not on screen. We're going to move up the inside now, round that final bit of the turn, past the 2 furlong, final 1.5 now, down the home stretch. Got a 3 or 4 length lead easily over Lochba here. Final furlong. Lochba starting to make some progress. Let's go, Barawara. Foot to the floor. Drive for home. What a nice run. Out from the front. Went early. Led from the front the entire way. And drove home down the stretch. I will take that. Barawara with a big, nice win. 1 mile, 1 furlong. Good field. Not a great field, but a good field. Yeah, I will 100% take that. Lochba's decent. Indus Valley, some Secret, Ecstasy. We know those. Mazika. What happened to Mazika? 7 Grade 1 wins. Drops off. Maybe they would have been better going for a mile 2, but yeah. I don't know. They haven't run well lately. But maybe just a 3-year-old, 4-year-old kind of racer. They haven't done anything recently. But that's a good win. 3 3/4 lengths. Nearly 3.5 realistically, but very, very decent win. 100% we will take that. Absolutely will take that. And okay. Teacher Preacher looks to be a little bit wound up. Very decent horse. Maybe not as good as we gave it credit for earlier. Maybe reaching in distance like we are. So, I think we can beat Teacher Preacher. I definitely think we can beat Teacher Preacher. There's so many good horses here, though. There are so many good horses. 2010 is decent. We know them. Runs in the Family's on great form and has won a couple of Group 1 wins. Got the breeding distance. Not raced at this distance yet. Not even stepped up to a mile 1. So I feel that at least Alexagon's maybe got an advantage there. But it is planning. So it probably does have the distance for this one. Okay. Berksey. So yeah, we don't know. We really just don't know. High rating is To the End of the Earth at 120. We're on 119 with Runs in the Family. Viva Ronaldo also on 120. If we beat Viva Ronaldo, you've got to believe that this is our race. You've got to believe this is our race. Now, they have not won a mile 1, grade 1, sort of, any sort of, like, more impressively than ours. Like, they're a length. They are a length. That's about it. If you look at ours, we did just beat them over that distance. Do they have extra distance? Oh my God. So they're fit. That's it. They're fit. We are moving well, fit, and ready to race. I don't mind that. I really don't mind that. Divine Love, moving well, lean, ready to race. I like that. Foreign horse in the Derby, danger, Divine Love. So it's us, Viva Ronaldo, Divine Love. The other one here I would say is really good, looks to be flawless, parading well, lean, ready to go. Runs in the Family, looking well, fit, ready to race as well. So, you know, Lidana. I'd expect these all to be good runners. Nobody looks too bad here. Emperor Jones might be out of it. 2010. Another horse that I was looking at. Lexicon, Viva Ronaldo, Runs in the Family. I mean, those are my top 3, but Divine Love, the unknown, the dark horse. Do we go early? No. Do we go late? No. Do we? If we've got a mile 1, if we go early enough, what's Viva Ronaldo run like? So they're a closer. So we're not going to beat them if they've got more distance than us. We're not going to beat them in a closing sprint. Yeah, we actually dropped off the front and came back at them. And only just got up. So I think we need to go early. I think maybe we need to go early here. Don't trail. Definitely don't trail. Does anybody know how we run? Realistically, I don't think we do yet. Ridden in pack, suited. Ridden in pack, ridden in pack, ridden in pack, ridden in pack, ridden in pack. Okay. Yeah, I want to race handy. Make sure we don't trail at any point. We're going to try and stick towards the front half of the race. Stalk that. Try and stalk that that leading horse and use them as a pacemaker. And then we're going to go early and hope that Viva Ronaldo doesn't have the finish to beat us. I could have got that completely wrong. But in my mind, that makes sense. Hit me up in the comment section below what I got wrong, what you would have done differently. I don't know. But I think that gives us a chance. Viva Ronaldo, runs in the family, Alexagon, Divine Love. 4 names, I think, to keep an eye on as we head to Churchill Downs. 1 mile, 2 furlong Kentucky Derby here in the bluegrass country. Grade 1s for 3-year-olds and only 3-year-olds. We're on the dirt. It's a large field here today as we run the race for the roses. Nerves kicking in at 20-horse field. Looks like we're out the gate okay there. Down a little bit and we're going to start moving towards the front. Don't lead. I don't want you to lead. I just want you to sit behind. And there we go. Runs in the family, Alexagon. Then a 5-horse field. Where are my horses to worry about? Viva Ronaldo is here on the outside, the number 1 horse. And I don't see... Divine Love is actually there, the number 10 in the blue silks. Final 3 furlongs. We're going to go out early. We're going to go out way earlier than I thought. We're going to go out way earlier than we thought. If we don't have the distance, this could be hell for us. Final furlong, you can see to the end of the earth. All coming through now. Final furlong, final half a furlong. Please, please, please. Alexagon, please. No. Adam de Beaulieu, flawless as well at the line. Oh. I think we did what we could. I think distance killed us. Although I think we gave it the best shot. I don't think being further back in the field, attacking from the back, would have worked. I think we went too early, but still that gave us a lot of distance. Oh my God. Divine Love never did anything. They didn't do anything. Viva Ronaldo didn't really do much. Teacher Preacher out of it. Runs in the family out of it. Flawless, short-headed out of this. Will run in the Preakness. Okay. And Adam de Beaulieu. Great run. Great run from them. Yeah. I think that's about as close as we could have expected to come. I'm annoyed, but yeah, we didn't appear to stay. I think the jockey instructions took us as far as we could go. Honestly, I do. But there we go. That's it. I swear it is. But the Preakness is definitely on the cards. We got the distance. we've got the ability to run that, I feel. So I will book that in. I will see you, though, next time. Until then, take care. Thank you very much for the support and watching, as always. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know the drill by now. Join the Discord. The link is in the description below. And, yeah, we'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Stay safe, behave, and I'll see you very, very soon. We were so close. Damn.